Hello friends, I am Professor Raju Thenge from Dr. Rajendra Gode, College of Pharmacy, Malkapur. Today, we'll discuss the topic Application of Polymer in Formulation Design. The polymer has a number of applications in conventional as well as the novel type of drug delivery system. See here, these are the applications in a conventional dosage form. The polymers are widely used in the manufacturing of tablet, liquid, semi-solid as excipients. So in the tablet formulation, it is used as binder, diluents, disintegrating agent, etc. Also, it is used in the process of tablet coating such as film coating, sugar coating, enteric coating, etc. Number of polymers are used such as HPMC, HPC, EC, PVP, methacrylate polymers. Then it is also used in the liquid formulation to impart the viscosity to the liquid formulation, as well as it is also used for controlling the flow of the liquids. It is also used in the semi-solid formulation, that is in the preparations of gel as well as the ointment. Then polymers that is used in the novel drug delivery system. So number of novel type of drug delivery systems are there. It is also called as a controlled drug delivery system, where the polymers are used in the reservoir system, such as in the preparation of Acusats, in the preparation of transdermal reservoir drug delivery system. It is also used in the osmotically controlled drug delivery system, in the biodegradable drug delivery systems, such as nanoparticle, liposomes, dendrimers. Also, it is used as a matrix type of system and swellable controlled drug delivery system. These are the few applications. Otherwise, these polymers has widely applicable in the each and every type of novel drug delivery system. So first one, that is the reservoir system in the case of Acusats. So Acusats, it is nothing but the novel type of controlled drug delivery system in which the drug may be released for the period of 7 days in the treatment of glaucoma. So the drug is the pilocarpine. So consists of core reservoir of pilocarpine and alginic acid that is sandwiched between the two sheets of transparent lipophilic rate controlling membrane of ethyl vinyl acetate polymer. It is inserted into the cul-de-sac of eye. That is, lacrimal fluid enters the system and dissolve the drug slowly and get released through the polymeric membrane. So this Acusat system may be easily understood by this diagram. See, it consists of 4 parts. So in this drug delivery system, the outer layer, it is a polymeric layer, and at the bottom side it is also a polymeric layer. So these two transparent polymeric layers are at the end side. In between this, there is a presence of drug reservoir. This is the pilocarpine drug reservoir, and this is the annular ring which can support the drug delivery system. So this drug reservoir, it is sandwiched in between the two polymers, and this type of delivery system may be inserted into the eye cavity, and when the lacrimal fluid enters into the pilocarpine Acusats, the drug may be released in a slow manner for the prolonged period of time. This is called as a Acusat. Then it is also used in the transdermal drug delivery system. So the drug in the transdermal drug delivery system is sandwiched between the drug impermeable backing membrane and the drug permeable rate controlling membrane. Example is ethylene vinyl acetate copolymers. In the reservoir system, the drug is dispersed in the solid polymer matrix. Example is a polyisobutylene. And on the external surface, there should be the adhesive polymer, that is silicon polymer or the polyacrylate polymer that may be stick over the surface of the skin. So this is the transdermal patch. This transdermal patch having the upper impermeable backing layer. Below that there is a drug reservoir where the drug may be present. Below the drug there is a rate controlling membrane. So this is the reservoir type of drug delivery system. And this is the outermost layer which is called as a adhesive. When this patch is applied over the surface of the skin, the drug may be continuously released from drug reservoir through the rate controlling membrane into the skin. This is called as a transdermal drug delivery system. So polymers are used in the fabrication of such type of drug delivery systems. Then osmotically controlled drug delivery system, one of the best example is Alzate pump. So in the Alzate pump, it consists of outer semi-permeable membrane. This is the outer semi-permeable membrane, and inside of this system, at the center, there is a collapsible drug reservoir. And in that drug reservoir, the drug may be present, and at the top side here, there is a exit port. It is also called as a orifice. When such systems comes in contact with the water, when these implants or this osmotically drug delivery system is administered to the particular site, the water content from the alongside of the system may enter through this semi-permeable membrane into the drug reservoir, where the drug in the drug reservoir here there is a presence of osmotic agent. So this osmotic agent, it is get dissolved and it create a osmotic pressure, and due to the creation of osmotic pressure, the drug which are present into the drug reservoir, it is get squeezed and the drug may be released through the orifice in a controlled manner for the prolonged period of time. So in this case, we can use cellulose acetate as a polymeric membrane and other drugs along with the drug reservoir for controlling the release rate. So this is the osmotically controlled drug delivery system. Then biodegradable drug delivery system, it is mainly used for the parenteral controlled drug delivery. Drug is encapsulated in the biodegradable microcapsule which are suspended in the aqueous as well as the oleaginous medium and injected subcutaneously or intramuscularly. Polymer used for the microcapsules are gelatin, dextran, polylactate, lactate, co-glycolate, copolymers. So in this system, biodegradable polymers are generally used. The release of the drug is controlled by the rate of biodegradation of the polymers. So number of biodegradable polymers are used in the fabrication of various biodegradable carrier drug delivery system. So this is the example of dendrimer, where the drug may be released here by the degradation of the polymers. So same or similar type of drug delivery systems are fabricated by using biodegradable drug delivery systems such as liposome, solid lipid nanoparticles, ethosomes, dendrimers, neosomes and the nanoparticles. So in the biodegradable drug delivery system, biodegradable polymers are used for the fabrication. Then matrix system. The drug particles are enclosed in a matrix environment formed by the cross-linking of the polymer chain. For the drug to get released, it has to be first dissolved in the surrounding polymer and then diffused through the polymer structure. So various polymers that are used in the matrix systems are polyalkyl, polyvinyl, etc. So example of these systems are nitroglycerin release system for the prophylaxis of or treatment of angina pectoris. So this is the matrix type of drug delivery system, where this dot, orange dot, it indicates the drug, and other parts of the system, it is a polymeric layer. So drug is get dispersed into the polymeric layer, that is a matrix system. When it comes in contact with the medium, so the drug may get dissolved and diffused through the polymeric membrane in a slow manner for the prolonged period of time, and it gives the prolonged action. So this is called as a matrix type of system. Then finally is the swelling control drug delivery system. In this, the drug is enclosed in a collapsible drug compartment inside a rigid shape retaining housing. The shape between the external housing and the drug compartment contains a laminate of swellable hydrophilic cross-linked polymer such as HPMC, polyhydroxyalkyl methacrylate. This polymer absorbs the GI fluid through the annular openings in the bottom of the housing, and then the drug may be released from the orifice. So this is the structure of swellable controlled drug delivery system, where this outer layer, it is a shape retaining housing. Inside that there is a drug reservoir, that is the which consists of liquid drug formulation. This is the drug reservoir. At the outer side of the drug reservoir, it is a layer of swellable hydrophilic polymers, and this is the collapsible drug container. And at the bottom side of this drug delivery system, there is a annular openings. So when such systems comes in contact with the medium, dissolution medium, the water may be entered through the annular openings here, and that water, it comes in contact with the swellable hydrophilic polymers. So when these swellable hydrophilic polymers comes in contact with water, it absorbs the water and it gets swelled. And once it is get swelled, it create a pressure on the liquid drug formulation or liquid drug reservoir. As it is a collapsible one, it is get squeezed, and the drug from the reservoir may be slowly released through this orifice in a controlled manner for the prolonged period of time. So this is called as a swellable type of drug delivery system. So these polymers are generally used in the designing of a different type of controlled as well as sustained or the novel drug delivery systems. Without the polymer, it is difficult to prepare such type of a novel type of drug delivery system. If you like this video, please subscribe, share and like it. Thank you.